If you've ever felt like showing up as the real you to the people around you would cost you possibly their love, your safety, or even a sense of belonging, then please keep listening. I didn't know who I was truly for many years of my life, and when I finally started to learn and realize, the thought of sharing that with people was honestly so scary. And it wasn't until I started truly sharing my authentic self with people that I felt so much freedom. I felt like a weight had been lifted off of my shoulders. It wasn't an easy process, but I am so happy that I started doing it, and that's why I'm making this video, because I want you to start letting yourself be seen. No more hiding away, no more dimming yourself down, watering yourself down. It is time to not only learn who you are as a person, but to let the people around you and the world see who you are as a person also. And if you are interested in listening or watching more videos like this, I do post them pretty frequently. So hit subscribe, and yeah, on to the video. So some of the strategies that you can use to let yourself be seen would be to speak up and share your opinions. Don't overshare and don't over-explain. There's no need to do that. Just simply, if you feel called to say something, and honestly, I'm gonna say this right now, doing this in an aggressive manner is kind of counterproductive. So if you're able to share your truth and your opinions, but in a neutral way, just like, this is my truth, this is how I feel, this is what I believe, that is going to be much more effective than if you're getting upset and arguing with someone or being tense or overly aggressive. Try to stay neutral. That's the one thing I am going to say about that. Take up physical space. Stop making yourself smaller to make other people feel comfortable, or watering yourself down. It isn't helping you, and it's not helping them either, honestly, because when you're watering yourself down with the people around you, they don't know that. Like, they think that that is you, you know? And so maybe you have something important that you want to say, but you're afraid to. But it could be very beneficial for not only you to say it, but for the person that you are interacting with, for you to share that truth, you know, or whatever it is that you want to speak about. Another way is to show up as your full self, even if maybe you're still learning who you are as a person. And honestly, we are always learning, growing, and evolving as people. We are never going to be the same forever. And if you are staying the same, you're holding yourself back, and that is not the goal here. Another point I wanted to make is, you don't want to pretend to be someone that you are not, or to like things that you don't, just to fit in with people. Because once again, you are holding yourself back when you do this. And by watering yourself down just to remain around one person, a group of people, whatever it is, and you aren't being your true authentic self, there are people that are waiting for you to be the real you, that either need you or can help you, but you can't meet them, or, you know, maybe you won't be able to have that connection until you start to show up as yourself. And so by watering yourself down and pretending to be someone you aren't, to stay with people that truly aren't aligned with you, you are limiting yourself, and maybe even the people that you're around, you know, you are limiting yourself and possibly holding back like beautiful connections that you could be making out of the fear of showing up as yourself. So some of the small steps that you can take that will allow you to see this growth in your life, start with tiny, safe actions. You don't have to do big gestures, just tiny movements. So maybe post a photo you like. If you have social media, share your opinion in a group chat or online with some strangers who maybe that's just a little less intimidating. If you don't ever share your opinions or your truth with people, maybe you don't want to start with the people close to you. Maybe you just want to start with some strangers, and that could be a way that you work that confidence up in yourself. Tell a friend how you're feeling. Don't hide how you're feeling. Tell someone, especially if you have people that you trust in your life, let them know. If you're struggling, please let someone know. And if you're happy about something, please let someone know. Let someone share that with you. And regardless if it is you're feeling good or you're not, letting people close to you that you trust see you in all of the raw forms of you allows them to truly see you and accept you for who you are. This was a big one that I struggled with for a long time, is accepting compliments. This is a great way to let yourself be seen. And I know that sometimes this can just feel like so icky. I remember it didn't matter what the compliment was. Like maybe somebody just complimented my top and I would be like, oh, this whole thing? Oh, this is just a rag. Like I got this for like $2 or, you know, I just would like deflect. Like I could not accept the compliment. And I'm telling you, like I wanted to hide, crawl under a table. Like I actually had a joke, like when someone would compliment me, like I was on a little elevator and I would just be like, boop, and then just act like I was disappearing to the lower level floor on an elevator just because I would like, ooh, it made my insides like crawl. So instead, you don't have to say a bunch of things if someone gives you a compliment. A simple thank you. Even if you aren't to a point in your life where you believe that positive compliment, a simple thank you, and then just move forward. You don't have to compliment them back. You can just simply accept the compliment. This is another good one. Practice mirror work. Look at yourself in the mirror and, you know, depending on your level of security within yourself, and like I said, I have struggled with this one too. Look at yourself in the mirror and practice saying kind things to yourself. Practice positive affirmations. So maybe go online, look up some positive affirmations, self-affirmations, so things that you would say to yourself, and look at yourself in the mirror and say these things. Look yourself in your eyes and say these kind and positive things to yourself. It's not going to be an overnight thing where you just wake up one day and, oh, I'm good again. But the more you do this, the more you're rewiring your brain and your nervous system and teaching yourself that you are lovable, that you deserve to be seen and heard, and yes. Another thing you can do is, and honestly you should do, is learn to understand your own specific needs. I don't know if you've ever heard about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm gonna clip a little picture in the video here, but we're here. But yeah, learn to understand your needs and to validate your own feelings. Sometimes we're gonna be in places in our life where the people around us aren't able to validate our feelings, and we have to be able to do that for ourselves. Another thing is, it's huge. We have to start learning to establish boundaries with people. Kind of like what I was saying earlier, you don't have to do this in a really overly aggressive way or in an angry way. Like you can let people know, like, hey, that didn't make me feel good, or when you talk to me like that, it makes me feel upset. And or you know, maybe you have some non-negotiables. Maybe you're starting dating and there's certain things like, hey, this is absolutely, like, when you talk to me in an elevated, loud pitch of voice, like, it makes me feel scared. And whatever the reason, maybe you had some traumatic things growing up and you got yelled at a lot. And so now when you have a partner that yells at you, it takes you back to that place. You need to let them know that. If you don't, first off, they probably shouldn't be talking to you like that anyways, but nothing is perfect in life, and we are going to deal with things like that. And I know at my job, like when I was younger, I would just get upset and I would yell back at the person. And now what I'll do is I will tell them, like, hey, the way you're talking to me right now, like, I don't respond well to that type of communication. I would like to have this conversation, but the way you're talking to me right now, I'm not receiving it well. And so sometimes you might have to tell them, like, hey, I need to take a break, I need to walk away and come back. But it's learning how to communicate, learning what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And it's not a simple process, but it is so worth it. And establishing boundaries helps to protect your energy and your peace, which is so huge. And one of my little points I put here, like people pleasing, I have been working through this for so long, and every once in a while I'll catch some of those tendencies starting to pop back up and I have to redirect myself. But people pleasing is our downfall. Like it is not serving us, and honestly it's not serving the people that we're doing it for either. And I know that letting yourself be seen by others is a very vulnerable place to be, but it can help us build genuine connections with people that are aligned with us and ultimately lead you to living a life that is meant for you. And the quicker we can allow ourselves to be seen and stop hiding who we are, the quicker we can get to living the lives that we are meant to live. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, click subscribe. And until the next video, much love, guys, and I'll see you soon.